Cassie Ventura just spilled the tea on Diddy's 4 freaky freak-off steps that had him shook in the courtroom. Step 1, baby oil and some creepy touching. Step 2, things get way nastier. Step 3, you'll want to plug your ears. And step 4, not for the faint of heart. Yo, what's good? Stick around to the end because I dug through CNN's court docs to bring you the juiciest, most shocking deets on Diddy's reaction and never-before-seen allegations. Ready to dive into this drama? Let's roll. All right, let's kick things off with the legal mess that's got Diddy in a chokehold. This dude's not just accused of beating his ex, but he's hit with 5 federal charges. 1 racketeering, 2 SX trafficking, and 2 transporting for prostitution. Life in prison's on the table, no cap. Prosecutor Emily Johnson dropped a mountain of evidence that's got Diddy's legal team sweating bullets. The real tea? A 2016 surveillance video from the Intercontinental Hotel in LA. I watched it, and it legit gave me chills. Diddy's chasing Cassie Ventura down a hallway, slamming her to the ground, kicking her non-stop, and dragging her like it's WWE IRL. Security guard Israel Flores testified on May 13th, 2025 that Cassie had a black eye and kept muttering, "I just want to leave." Next level crazy. Diddy pulls out a stack of cash like, "Take this, keep it quiet." Diddy told him to keep it secret, but Flores didn't bite, and his email to the hotel manager confirms Diddy tried to bribe him. "You handle this, I got you." It gets wilder. FBI agent Yassine Binda searched Diddy's hotel room in 2024, and guess what? Over 1,000 bottles of baby oil, lube, $9,000 in cash, and 2 bags of pink powder testing positive for ketamine and MDMA. 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Who needs that unless you're throwing some freaky parties? This lines up perfectly with the freak-off allegations. Wild SX parties, the prosecutors say Diddy forced Cassie and others into. Diddy, you think you're the baby oil kingpin or opening a spa in jail? This evidence is slapping you in the face, bro. Now the main event, what the heck are these freak-offs that had the courtroom gagged? Cassie testified on May 13th, 2025 that these were twisted, multi-day SX parties loaded with dugs and directed by Diddy like a Hollywood blockbuster. She laid out 4 horrifying steps. First, baby oil and touching, then oral, intercourse, and finally stuff I can't even say out loud. Diddy controlled every detail, positions, eye contact, like he's filming a horror version of 50 Shades of Grey. Cassie said these went down everywhere. New York, Miami, LA, Atlanta, Vegas, even Ibiza, and Turks and Caicos. Diddy used aliases to book hotels, and his team handled flights and background checks for guests, aka SX workers. On May 14th, 2025, Cassie said she had to verify they weren't undercover cops. Sounds like Diddy was running a SX crime empire, not a record label. On May 17th, 2025, she broke down crying, saying the freak-offs made her feel like a SX worker. She begged Diddy to delete the recorded videos because they were so humiliating, but he kept them, probably to hold over her head. Prosecutors showed the jury 7 pics from those videos, and trust me, it's not Instagram-worthy content. Why did Cassie put up with this nightmare? Simple. Diddy had her psychologically trapped with no way out. On May 14th, 2025, Cassie testified she loved Diddy and thought he loved her back. At 19, signing with Bad Boy Records, Diddy was this charming mogul holding her music dreams in his hands. Who wouldn't fall for a guy like that, right? But that love turned into a prison real quick. Diddy controlled everything. Her clothes, who she talked to, even her nail polish color. Cassie's old bestie, Carrie Morgan, testified on May 19th, 2025, that Cassie lost all confidence because Diddy kept dogging her looks and behavior. Morgan said Cassie told her, "I can't leave, he controls my job, my apartment, everything." Former assistant David James backed it up, saying Cassie told him, "I can't get out, because Diddy controlled her career and money." Texts from 2016 spill even more tea on the manipulation. Diddy kept texting Cassie about her plans that night, hinting at a freak-off. She agreed, not because she wanted to, but to avoid him flipping out before her movie premiere. That's control, not love. Cassie wasn't some naive girl getting played. She was stuck in Diddy's psychological trap. Who hasn't done dumb stuff for love? But this is nightmare level. Next up, let's talk about Daniel Phillip, a SX worker who testified on May 13th, 2025. He said Diddy paid him thousands to hook up with Cassie while Diddy watched like a director. Phillip claimed at first Cassie seemed into it and turned on. Even Diddy was there. Say what now? That totally clashes with Cassie saying she was forced and felt disgusted. But hold up, Phillip also said he saw Diddy get violent with Cassie twice. First time, Diddy yanked her hair into a bedroom, yelling, "When I say come, you come." Phillip heard slaps and Cassie screaming. Second time, at a hotel, Cassie jumped into Phillip's arms, shaking after Diddy roughed her up. So, even if Phillip says Cassie was into it at first, he still confirmed Diddy's a violent dude. Diddy's legal squad, led by Teeny Garagos, is playing a risky game. At the trial on May 13th, 2025, Garagos admitted Diddy's got a hot temper and did domestic violence, especially that 2016 surveillance video of him beating Cassie, which she called indefensible. But they flipped the script quick. Domestic violence doesn't mean SX trafficking or organized crime. Their strategy? Paint Diddy as a bad boyfriend, not the crime boss the prosecutors claim. To back it up, they attacked the witnesses' credibility. Lawyer Brian Steele tore into security guard Israel Flores' 2016 report, pointing out he didn't mention Cassie's black eye or a random dude in the hotel room, even though he's saying it now. Mark Agnifilo hinted that witness Carrie Morgan got paid by Cassie, not Diddy, after a 2018 assault. Meanwhile, Anna Esteval pulled up a 2017 text where Cassie wrote, "I like freak-offs when we both want it," to argue the parties were consensual. But Cassie clapped back, saying she only wrote that to calm Diddy down and avoid his rage. Diddy's legal team is slick, trying to turn an abuser into a misunderstood guy. But with stacks of evidence, assault videos, 1,000 baby oil bottles, and detailed victim testimonies, will the jury buy this glow-up attempt? Diddy's case is packed with details straight out of a Hollywood action flick. At the trial on May 15th, 2025, Cassie said Diddy threatened to blow up rapper Kid Cudi's car when he found out she was dating him in 2011. And the wild part? Cudi's car actually blew up. No direct evidence ties Diddy to the explosion yet, but that detail had the courtroom shook. Former Danity Kane member D. Wood turned up the heat on the internet. She said Diddy usually threatened her and other women, and they were afraid of him. On May 19th, Danity Kane singer Dawn Richards shared that to sweeten the deal after they saw him beat Cassie. Diddy sent them flowers, like a mafia-style warning. It's giving Martin Scorsese crime movie vibes, where power and threats go hand in hand. But hold up, y'all. Cassie's lawsuit in November 2023 kicked off a legit legal storm. That lawsuit sparked over 60 others against Diddy, with over 100 alleged victims, including 25 minors, one as young as 9. Those numbers scream Diddy's not just accused of being a personal abuser, but maybe running a decades-long crime network. With piles of evidence, nasty freak-offs, manipulation, and threats, how's the court gonna rule? Is Diddy going to jail or skating free? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear all the tea. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any drama. Thanks, fam. Catch you in the next vid. Peace out.